Hi, I'm Rory, assistant coach of New Zealand football team, and with me we've got Winston Reid. So Winnie, we've known each other for a long time now, since you're 21, and a lot has happened. But let's go back to the World Cup because obviously it's probably the pinnacle of anyone's football career.
New Zealand incredibly have drawn, and Reid for the glory. New Zealand's first ever point in World Cup finals.
What would it mean to get back to that World Cup in Qatar? And what would you do differently now that you're a little bit older, wiser?
Yeah, I think once you go to a World Cup, you learn to appreciate it a little. Like, you look back on it and you kind of think about like what an amazing experience it was and how difficult it is to get to one. So, the things like don't take it for granted, but not taking it for granted in the sense that you just have to be in the moment and have to be able to appreciate it really.
Yeah.
But yeah, just being able to get to another one would be great.
Yeah.
The road isn't always the easiest for us because it all rides on more or less 2 games in the past, which have been home and away for a 4-year qualifier, which has been always not.
You could draw someone,
Mexico
or
which obviously football is football. Anyone can turn up on the day and get a good result and win. But obviously in past it's been tough. Even though I thought 4 years ago when we played against Peru, we could have easier had a different outcome if things had been different for on the day for us. But yeah, just definitely being. I think the thing I will hopefully when we get to go back to one is just being able to take it in a lot more as you get older. Like we spoke about before, the fact that when you're sort of young and you're in the moment, you're just sort of very tunnel vision on what you're trying to do. There is basically just go out and perform, play well.
Yeah, because when we were playing, I was 27, you were 21.
Yeah, you're kind of old, weren't you?
Yeah. I was coming there to the end. No, not end. I kept playing till I was 36, but like that's kind of like peaking years. And I took a lot in because I realised how hard it was to get into a World Cup, especially with my dad's team in '82. It was such a long time.
I think just the fact that you're able to just appreciate it. And yeah, it's just awesome being a part of, really.
Yeah. Going back to South Africa, you're 21. How does it feel now to be the captain and one of the older boys now, the grandpa of the team?
I don't feel like I'm old.
We're
laughing.
You know.
I am.
In football terms, yeah.
I'm really old.
Yeah. It's so one of those jobs, when it's like, and you're in your like 30s and that, and you're really old. It's the only job in the world where that happens,
Yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy being a part of the group. Getting to be able to just come back in with the guys and do what I've always enjoyed doing, which is trying to prepare yourself to go out and win a game.
Yeah.
I think Nelly said it, and it's always stuck with me. Like years ago, he's like, listen, end of the day, we're all professionals. Well, not me at the moment, but
We've been professional for many years.
For many years, and get paid to win games.
Yeah.
To get paid week in, week out to have an exam on the weekend, and that's probably what it's probably stuck with me the most over the years. Basically, just sort of your exams on the weekend, and you got to do whatever you can do to prepare yourself for that.
Yeah, and Nelly is a great example of a captain, isn't he? Because he was just a brilliant captain, and a great guy. And I think when I've gone through football and that, I find there's all sorts of different captains, and I was, for me, I was blessed to be captain at one stage, and it was probably one of the greatest moments of the highlights of my life was taking that, and I was probably more of a kind of really out there kind of talking and constantly, but you're more of a doer. that's what I found about you as like a quiet, confident kind of guy, where it's just like you lead by example by your actions.
Yeah, I think everyone's different. In regards to how they're either on or off the pitch. And I'm not just talking about being a captain, just in life in general. Some people are more outgoing than others, and some people are more quiet. And it's like on the football pitch as well. Some people are more verbal, and other people lead by maybe just their play in general.
Yeah.
So I think there's no right and wrong. Everyone's different.
Yeah,
and I think what's always been good is on teams you have to have different personalities. You just can't have one set of yes men, and you can't have 11 that say no either, because that doesn't work.
11 quiet people and 11 like shouters. It just doesn't work. No,
that doesn't work. So you always have to have a mix of individuals that come to a collective unit. And listen, I've been fortunate enough in my career that I've played under good captains over the years. And learned from them, and just in general how to be around your teammates, and try to help them out as much as you can, because I think that's probably first and foremost what people with responsibility should do. They should try to lead by example, and B, just help out, really.
Any besides Nelly, because obviously Nelly's high up the list, any captains that you can think of that you thought he's quality?
I had at West Ham Kevin Nolan, which was a very, very similar. Was a brilliant captain. He's obviously there now as assistant, but he was really, really good.
And led by example on the pitch. Led by example,
just being there for anyone. I remember we had a young boy. He was there by himself at Christmas, and he took him in. For at Christmas. Just small.
But it's big for someone.
Small stuff like that. Like people will always remember that, and even 20, 30 years time, you'll still always think about that.
Because to be fair, I've been through a couple of situations like that before, and twice I had players who came to me for Christmas, because football's like that, isn't it? It's you won't have sometimes you go to a football club and you won't have any family, and you have to take them in. And I've also, one year when I was at Ipswich, I went for Christmas with Tommy Smith.
I bet you regret that, because you would have eaten all the food, man.
He was loving it. His mum was loving it, man. She didn't have to throw any food out. She's like, eat it all. But I was like, football is like that, isn't it? And it's great to hear someone like that would take someone in,
Yeah, definitely. That's just part of being a footballer, I guess. One day you're here, another day you're somewhere else. It's just about.
It's very transient, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just about adapting, really.
Yeah.
You get put into different situations, and just about adapting.